Hi, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. So glad to have you here. Okay, so this is a tarot card reading channel where I offer general card readings, money and career readings, love readings, and for a limited time, personal readings. For the personal readings, you can see more information in the description box below. For the extended, for the money and career and love readings, you'll have to consider becoming a Patreon member, which really does help the growth and development of the channel. There's a lot of things I plan to offer you, and with your support, we can get there. When it comes to the YouTube channel, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and please leave comments. I would love to know if the readings are helping you. Okay, thank you for being here once more, and let's get into your reading. Okay, Libra, hi. This is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. I've actually already shuffled all of these cards. I'm just doing a quick shuffle again. Libra, this is your money and career reading for the time frame of July the 21st to August the 15th of 2025. Libra, when it comes to the money and career readings, you'll see the first primary aspects of it, but to see the extended, you will have to consider becoming a Lotus member on my Patreon page for the money and career extended, as well as the up and coming love reading extended, which will be rolling out soon. And speaking of things that are out, currently I am offering personal readings for a limited time. You can see the information for that in the description box below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon. Please leave comments. I'd love to know if the readings are helping you. And yeah, especially subscribe, because once my YouTube gets to like 1,000 subscribers or more, I could then open up a membership page and offer the same things I do on my Patreon page, also on my YouTube page. But also on my Patreon page, it is honestly the best way to help support the growth and development of the channel. I have 2 tiers there. There's the key membership tier, there's the Lotus membership tier, and I'm planning on doing some stuff. So with your support, we can definitely get there. Okay, so let's get into it. Libra, this is your money and career reading for the time frame of July the 21st to August the 15th of 2025. Let's see what's going on. Okay, wow, Libra, interesting. So I'm seeing a certain expense that has to be addressed. It may hit a little bit of your pocketbook, as they say. You know what? I don't think anyone says that. I think I'm coming from a different era. But yeah, it's an expense that has to be done. You have to deal with it. For some of you, it could be certain aspects of medical. It could be certain aspects I see of dealing with something with a home, maybe what do you call it? Appliances or something, maybe cabinetry, something like that. Some of you, it's it's just it's an expense that you did not necessarily expect, but you kind of knew you had to eventually, or you felt like something like this was coming along and you had to relegate finances towards a situation. Some of you, when it comes to the medical aspects, I really do hope things go well. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's for you. It feels like the medical aspects are possibly for some loved ones. Could be for you, could be both. But whatever this is, it kind of hurts a little bit, whereby you wish you didn't have to, because it affects other things you were planning towards. And in some aspects, I sense you don't mind spending the money towards this thing, and that could be the medical thing, but you wish the medical thing didn't happen. Like it does cause you certain levels of concern. But I don't sense it necessarily hurting your overall financial state for the time frame of the reading. It's just one of those hurdles that you just have to cross for the clarification. Yeah, see, Seven of Pentacles. Sorry. This is a certain level with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like a certain type of using your harvest in a certain way, being diligent towards what is required to make sure that your finances are healthy enough to support the next things to come. This is, how would I put this? Gosh. Because it's like making sure all the preparations are there, the tools are there in which to support this financial action or this plan towards an expenditure that you need to do. Okay? And this harvest is coming. You know that this abundance, okay, of the means, having the means, is coming, or you are developing it, okay, being a good steward, okay? Because like I said some of you kind of sense this coming on. So it could be an impending cost towards a project that you have to undertake. Like I just heard, for example, some of you, when it comes to certain certifications, there are certain other things that you might have to pay for, You may not always know what those things are, but you're planning towards these things that require financial attention. Sorry, my throat has been giving me a little bit of problem recently. But yeah, you're being a good steward, and you're going to be ready for this, okay? And even for some of you, whereby this thing might catch you off guard, because it will catch some of you off guard, by you continuing to be diligent with your finances, your resources, and building up your health and money, your health in your career, your health in your small business, your health in a collaboration for some of you, your networking, your system of support. You'll be better able to handle this upcoming expenditure. Further clarification. Yeah, Two of Wands. What I'm hearing with the Two of Wands, you don't want to be caught unawares. You don't want to be caught going down a path that kind of was hard before. You're orchestrating this new path, this more expansive path right here, this path that will be better suited to deal with those responsibilities and those aspirations and those unforeseens, okay? That's what you're establishing. You're establishing this better, more kind of secure pathway in your financial health, okay? And you know that certain things are just going to come up. That's how life is. Certain things come up and they require you to address them. And you want to be healthy in your financial and career root system of sorts in which to support this developing way in your life, so that you are capable of not only just supporting yourself, but those around you who you may deem as loved ones or good friends or whatever. You know what I mean? Let's see further insight into that. That is, and the thing about it is, this is coming up in my vibes, that this is literally in the time frame of the reading. So I don't see this spilling out beyond the time frame of the reading. Otherwise, just covering August entirely right there. Further insight into that, and we have, community. There you are. You see what I mean? So you are fortifying your career path, the people you work with, your family members, your good friends, your stability with support, whatever situation this is. Even dealing with the financial understanding might be going towards supporting family members or whatever have you. But you are establishing that strong community, okay? So you're not going to be alone to make these decisions, and and investing into what needs to be addressed. Okay. So let's see what's happening. Yeah, Five of Wands. My goodness, this is not. I don't get me wrong. The reading is positive, but it's also very practical and sound. when it comes to life in general. This is just one aspect of what's currently happening in your life, Libra, okay? But take it all, well, I can't tell you how to take it, but it's coming across in a positive way in which to further challenge you, in which to further develop you, in which to further fortify you so that you could overcome. So whatever this is right here, okay, and whatever subject matter you may fall in, Five of Wands. The universe is saying it could be a little bit of fight. It could be a little bit of a hassle. You might have to tighten, your bootstraps or whatever. You might have to just reorganize certain things, but it's requiring you to just continue to overcome, continue to fight on, continue to pursue and put your effort into this. Okay, and that again. That financial understanding could be towards you have to pay for an extra facility, you have to pay for extra class or something like that, a certification. You have to pay towards, that medical understanding. You just have to do it. You have to overcome this hurdle with the Five of Wands, okay? Further clarification. Yeah, Page of Cups, there you go. For some of you, this is something for yourself, okay? This is something out of love. You are investing into yourself, like you have to do it, and you're doing it out of love. Some of you, this is an offer to help you in this circumstance. Like I told you with the community, you're not going to be alone like that. Okay? So there will be an offer, a guidance for some of you to help you navigate this. Okay? And for some of you, it could be very surprising when that offer of assistance comes in. Further clarification. Thank you, universe. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. There you go. There you go. There's that offer. There's that. Like I initially said, you have to, tighten up your bootstraps. You have to maybe, curtail your finances in such a way. And that's literally with the, and also with the Page of Cups, someone perhaps coming in to help you. That's what the Six of Pentacles is. It's literally readjusting the finances. There's a give and take. There's a cooperative energy happening here. There is, okay, I need to put some money aside for this while I still have enough money for this. It's organizing your options, and not just in your finances, but also with people or an individual who is also going to further kind of collaborate resources and efforts with you in which to accomplish whatever task you're trying to overcome. Okay? So again, even though it is one of those life hurdles, it's coming through saying, again, you're not going to be alone. You're not going to be alone through this. The universe is helping you with this. It is also going to bring some clarity, some guidance on how to organize certain things in which to overcome. You will get some help from varying people. It's okay. You're not alone, okay? Further insight into this line, we have, false person. So be aware. Okay, let me see what's coming through with false person. Okay. So be aware of certain people right here, and this is also doing things fairly. Okay, I just heard like a sibling. A sibling whereby you want to help them, and it's like they may come across a bit more dramatic or extreme. It could be a sibling. It could be a good friend or whatever. They see that you're willing to help, but they might try to necessarily kind of take advantage of you and say something is more extreme than it is. Perhaps some of you need to look at the situation fully yourself and see the determining factors and what is required to assist in something so that you do not overshare. The Six of Pentacles is a level of fair reciprocation. Okay? And we have some people in our lives, even some loved ones in our lives who, bless their hearts. Sometimes they can be a little bit immature and just a bit sneaky. They still love you, but it's like, they just, try and take advantage of a loved one per se because they know they can get away with it. But don't let them bring any falsehoods towards you. And that could be with good friends as well. And in some cases, when you're going to pursue a possible help from the bank for some of you or something like that, make sure that you're not being taken advantage of someone who said, yeah, they're going to help you, but they really just want to take advantage of what you're trying to do. Okay? So just be aware of that. Okay? So Libra, let's see what else is happening for you. And we have, Yeah, there we go. Six of Cups. It's crazy awesome. So you had Six of Pentacles there, Six of Cups here. You will have, even though there could be some false people in there or a false person, you will have a trusted element. Like I said, you're not going to be alone in this. You will have a confidant. Okay, it could be a very good, close childhood friend. Could be your spouse. It could be a good family member. It could be something like that. But they are going to give you peace and comfort, and they're going to help you figure things out. Okay, you're not alone in this. You're not alone. And it could even be what I'm hearing is people that you're acquainted with, okay, that are genuine. Okay, and it's actually kind of balancing this out here. And you may be talking with them for advice. How should you move on this financial decision or whatever have you? And they're really going to feel where you're at and where you're coming from. They're going to understand what you've gone through and help you along. Okay, so you will be getting guidance as well, which will offset also this false person or something like that. It's kind of put some light on it, actually. Further clarification. Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah, you're speaking to an authority figure. Okay, or you yourself will become fully appraised and abreast by this situation. You will fully understand what is required. You will take charge of the situation, and you will delegate things accordingly. You will get the pieces in place, and you will have the confidence that you seek, because you're not going to be playing around. If you're going to be helping, it's going to be fair. It's going to be just. Further clarification. Yeah, see? Temperance. If it's going to take the time, it's going to take the time. You're not going to rush into anything. You're going to think about it practically, soundly, and you're going to come towards the best decision. You're not rushing anything, and you're not going to allow yourself to be pressured into how you need to address the situation as well. You know the situation is important. You know it's something that's required, okay? But you're not going to haphazardly stumble into it. Okay, and so a lot of advice is coming through in that. So perhaps regarding this as well, because it's not a one-shot thing per se. In certain respects, in this investment understanding, is like you have to plan towards it. You have to consider all the ramifications, consider all what is to happen afterwards. It's a process. Okay, but you're taking charge of this process, and you're only interested in a sound investment. Okay, if you're going to be helping out, it's only going to be a sound investment. Okay, let's see further insight into that. Yeah, Lovers. There you go. Lovers. Like I said, especially with the Six of Cups here, because I sense for some of you it is going to be someone you will be acquainted with. For some of you, it could be a very loved one or a good friend or whatever have you. Sometimes it's an official that you're being acquainted with who is guiding you through a process. Okay, but there will be a genuine aspect of concern and help in this. It's definitely going to offset the false person or the false things that you might have been told, and bring further illumination on your decisions. So let's see what else is happening. Yeah, Three of Cups, you will have a victory in this. Your investment will come through soundly, okay? The medical understanding will be appropriate, okay? So that's perhaps some of you, if it's medical, you won't be overcharged or you won't pay for more testing that is reasonable. For some of you, this is getting that business deal done, okay, that required that extra step and you were able to accomplish it, overcome it. That partnership, you maybe needed to convince in certain respects, whatever the situation is for you, but you will have that success and celebration in this, okay? Especially when you took charge right here. Okay, so that's great advice in this time frame, the reading. Further clarification, yeah, see, Eight of Wands, after the victory and everything, things are moving forward. You're speaking towards people and networking. Things are happening now, okay? Especially with the Temperance energy there, just you hold on, let's take another look at this. And that's when you took charge, and now you're able to move forward, okay? There's no more deliberating and whatever and fighting through it. Now you're able to finally let's get going now. Things are in place. We know what to expect. We know what the cost of these things are going to be. We have the partnerships, or we have the dates associated, or we have these finances placed over here in savings, these over here for emergency, stuff like that. Everything is put to right. Yeah, look, Three of Pentacles. There you go. It's literally same thing I just finished saying. Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. This is you that's finally working in the system or in your responsibility. Everything is fair, everything is just. You bring a quality or unique service or element or talent towards the situation. You are responsible for justly and fairly for what you need to be responsible for, and other people are being responsible for what they need to be responsible for. Okay, this could be that medical issue, people taking responsibility for certain things that they have to do. And this could be in the business aspects of how you were looking towards dealing with this investment into this next step in your career or in your business or whatever have you. But this is coming up fair. Everybody's working together, cooperative energy. Yeah, it's going in the way that you, I will say, it was going in the way where which you rathered and have kind of pressed upon, okay? There's a level of assertiveness happening here. I didn't want to say it's going in the way you anticipated because there were some, you know, shocks of certain things around here because you couldn't anticipate. You were just figuring things out. You were just like, oh, these things came up. Oh, I have to address these things. How am I going to do about it? And then certain people might have tried to cause confusion to take advantage of the confusion. And they're just like, you know what? No, I'm not allowing that. What needs to be done? How much does it cost? Who's involved? You know, right here. Okay. And after you took charge, things are, you know, and going the way in which you were asserting yourself and you pressed towards the best outcome possible, especially if you're involved, Libra. Okay, let's see further insight into that. And we have, yeah, see, change. There you go. Oh my gosh. You see that, Libra? Change. Okay, it's exactly what you pressed upon because things needed to change and get to the next step. And you are a part of that pivotal understanding. Okay, so Libra, now we're going to go into the extended part of the reading. Oh, you have two cards here. I wonder what that could be. But in order to see the extended part, which will have its clarifiers, it will have its insight, and it will have its angel messages, in order to see that, I do invite you to become a Lotus member on my Patreon page. I really do hope to see you there because it does help the support and growth of the channel. Otherwise, I hope the reading was beneficial thus far, and I wish you the best. Bye. Okay, Libra, I'm still dealing with technological issues, so please bear with me. I may need to just go a little bit faster. I'll give you the meat of the reading, but thank you so much for being here. With your support, of course, I'll be able to further invest into the technology on my channel. But let's quickly get into your extended and see what's going on each pillar, okay? So let's see what else is happening over here. And we have, yep, there you go, the Tower energy. Like things right here, especially with that three of swords, like we spoke about, it shook up. This event, this situation that you have to address, it really broke apart your world in certain ways. The foundations needs to be reassessed. Your finances, the people involved, the business dealings that you're involved in, or like I said, some of you could be an unforeseen medical cost of some sort. Hold on for one moment. I need to drink some coffee. Yeah, but it happened fast, okay? And this is like your early warning, actually. And you are going to, you have to address it. Like when the Tower happens, like there's almost like basically no choice in the matter. It's just a life situation. It requires your attention. It will have your attention because there's like no way around it. It's like waking up in the morning and the sun is out. Well, that you can't do anything about that. That's just what it is. Okay. Further clarification, but it's a change for your best. And just as I said that, the four of wands, literally. So the Tower is like coming in to shake things up because the old foundations cannot support the new foundations coming up. That's in your new development of oneself, your finances, your responsibilities, whatever situation is that is. And The Four of Wands is showing that foundation, okay? The Four of Wands is a foundational card. It is to establish a new business, a new relationship, a new family, a new enterprise, a new position, a new collaboration, whatever the situation is. It's a foundation that you build on for the better. You understand? Which is quite crazy awesome. Okay, because and also it could be that, you know, the relational building type thing too. But just as rewind back and see what was said on the primary part of the reading right there. But it's so funny because you have the breakdown tower and you have the build up, the Four of Wands. It's absolutely awesome. Okay, so understand. Okay, that has been your reading. So excited. I really do hope that it was helpful, that it edified you, gave you some encouragement, some good advice in which to navigate whatever it is that you're dealing with right now and going through. I'm really wishing you all the best. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does support the growth of the channel. So much things I would like to bring forth to you. Yeah, I think that's it. So stay great. Bye.